This is a world of a Cold War, but it's World War III. I had already colored in the map for this, so they, Italy advances in. Italy advances into Yugoslavia, whereas East Germany advances into here. Where Berlin has taken. It doesn't show up on this map. While Czechoslovakia invades into West Germany. And in the north, East Germany pushes towards Hamburg, but they get pushed back by the West Germans. Oh, and I know that these two aren't in the Warsaw Pact, but in '60 they were really big Soviet allies. Well, Yugoslavia was an ally to the Soviets, but Albania wasn't. They hated everyone. But I just threw them on the map still. Greece advances into Macedonia, trying to cut off Bulgaria from Yugoslavia to isolate those two from each other. While Romania and Hungary declare war, break away, joining NATO, and declare war on the rest of the Warsaw Pact because of their forget what it's called, where they tried to become democratic, but because it's World War III, the Russians can't just send tanks in to stop them. So Hungary and Romania advanced south into Yugoslavia, almost called Serbia. And then Hungary advances over here to Czechoslovakia and Poland. So, with NATO forces arriving in South Korea, they advance north into North Korea very easily. And Japan makes a landing here in the south of this island. I forget its name. But, anyways, so now with the Viet Cong North Vietnam being completely surrounded by South Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia. They were democratic still, if you didn't know that. So this gives the states a boost, which helps them advance more easily into North Vietnam. Taking, what's their city's name? Hanoi. Sorry if I mispronounced it. I probably did. I butchered it with my Canadian accent. But they just advance north until there's nothing left. There's essentially nothing except for this little bit, which is basically just China. With the rapid approach of the NATO forces and South Korean and Japanese forces into quickly approaching China and the Soviet Union, Russia yeah, they send a nuke to Seoul. Which, of course, makes the states mad, because, how many people lived in Seoul in 1960? Probably a lot. Still. So, back over here in Europe, oh, that's fucked. So they advance over here in uh, going over to they push them all the way back to, what is that mountain range called? I forget what the mountain range is called, but it divides Czechoslovakia from Germany. And they begin their push back up here from Hamburg. And now the West Germans and Hungarians make a plan to meet up to divide Czechoslovakia. Poland sees the war turning against themselves, despite the alliances named after them. They break away also. I guess it's the Berlin Pact now, but machine. The West Germans begin their march over to Hungary and taking Prague too, while Hungary and Poland begin breaking down on Czechoslovakia. And, well, this alliance is basically falling apart before it actually did, because they say, oh, you know what, let's be friends, West Germany. And friends they are. Oh, fuck. You're in this alliance too. I didn't color in the British. Well, this is a big uh-oh moment for the United Kingdom and the United States and France. They didn't want a united Germany by 1960. You know what? Czechoslovakia is, like, in the entire Warsaw Pact, has probably the biggest balls, because they they got completely surrounded. Everyone around them switched sides, and they're still on the Soviet side. I don't know how that panned out in actual history, but yeah, they're gone. They begin marching into Kaliningrad. Yeah, they hit Kiev's right about there. Chernobyl's north, right? I'm pretty sure it's north, like slightly. It's like really close to like Kiev. But the United States sends an ICBM over to Chernobyl. I know they didn't have the nuclear power plant then, but it's more interesting if they do. That goes to hell. So, and the wind picks up that nuclear fallout and sends it north. So Poland is forced to evacuate this northern corner, and is forced to make a halt on their Kaliningrad operation, or at least they can't advance that way anymore. So they decide to try and liberate the rest of Ukraine. I blanked on the name. There's a war going on. How can I blank on that kind of name? So the Soviets begin an invasion into Romania. And they continue their uh, Balkan advance, their Balkan offensive. Bollocks. There's an Italian naval uh, naval right naval landing right there. Yugoslavia and Albania, seeing how Bulgaria is like about to get cut off, they tell them, "Hey, can you like evacuate your entire country except for your capital and send the rest of your soldiers over to us to help us?" They say, "Sure thing, buddy." So now, Sofia is getting sieged. The 10,000 Albanian forts didn't really help. But they do begin a small. What? What? So they begin a small offensive to get the. Oh, shit. Sorry, I like your country, guys, but like, I have no idea what this country's name is. And they begin their and they liberate Belgrade. And now they snake up the coast, trying to reunite with Bosnia and Croatia. Bosnia at this point. So that's the Balkans, and now they're stuck in a stalemate. Uh, what were you guys thinking? So it's basically now just a nuclear war. Well, it's both kinds because there's nukes being dropped there, so on and so forth. But it's still like conventional over here, in like the Balkans and over here in Asia. But this, so the states is now, so the states are now trying to see a good spot to launch another ICBM at. Oh, because Washington D.C. is no longer safe, he flees like that way into the Midwest. Because who's gonna drop a bomb on the Midwest? Like, who lives here? So they choose on Kiev. Oh shit! They they bomb Kiev. And then Leningrad. It was still called Leningrad, I think, if not St. Petersburg. Wait, you two are also in the alliance. And the big Canadian islands. Back to some conventional warfare. Actually, no. Conventional warfare over here. So, North Korea has essentially been wiped. North Korea has been wiped out. So they, so they can, so the NATO forces continue their advance into China, and also over here. I don't know what that island's name is, but they take over half of it, and North Vietnam falls to the American forces. Actually, no, it's a combined effort with these two. They deserve credit. So now it's time for round 2 of seeing if we can kill our enemy's leader. They hit Washington, D.C., as I mentioned. He's somewhere in the Midwest. And then hits Miami. Then Richmond. Then Volgograd is hit. That was it. Yeah, Volgograd. I can't say it. Volgograd, I think is its name. Then Moscow. Beijing. Shanghai and Nanking. Halifax. Toronto, Ottawa, and Quebec. Those cities all get bombed by nukes. Well, after the absolute pummeling that the Soviets take, they collapse. I'm using brown as the collapse color because I'm using gray as the nuclear color. Got the coloring all shit over here. So Russia got knocked out of the war, which leaves the rest of the Warsaw Pact on its own. More like the Soviet Pact. It's still a stalemate in the Balkans. Now, America takes advantage of the fact that China does not have ICBMs and does what any reasonable person would do, and nukes Mongolia. They're just kind of like bombarding their eastern shoreboard. Shoreboard? I can't English. Well, the states still collapse. Unpopular take, but they still collapse. Well, since the two biggest nuclear powers have collapsed, it's hooray for Europe, because they breathe their sigh of relief because, well, nothing hit them. Yeah, oh shit. Well, Alaska's a nuclear wasteland, I guess. Sorry, Alaska. Well, because no one is like who's like has a what the fuck? Wait, yeah, they fixed it. Because no one who is like actually like smart is in charge of having all these ICBMs or like mental capacity or knows like the repercussions of using them. Uh, they just kind of start launching them. I'm gonna color in the surrounding area too. Oh yeah, you know Rome, that's gone. Naples, that's gone. Paris, London, so on, so forth. Istanbul, Athens, Merindit. How do you pronounce that name? Madrid.